girl Key, and you kicking it with me tonight, today, whatever time it is, wherever you from. But let's get into this Love and Hip Hop review, y'all. I love Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is the truth. Like, it's not the original Love and Hip Hop is the original, but Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is the one that I love the most. So let's get into it. This is episode 1, and it's season something. I don't know what season this is, to be honest. I have no idea. But I know it's season 8 episode. It's season 8, episode 1. And when you get into the episode, it comes on with Stevie and Faith, and they all in love. And Stevie talking about he's the good guy as usual. But we all know Stevie is nobody's good guy. You can tell he's sweet, like he's not like trying to play this pimp role with Faith, like how he tried to do with Jocelyn and Mimi. You can tell like he's really trying to show her a real man, and he's trying to be sweet and nice and loving towards her. So that's really good. And they're talking about meeting Eva, and Faith is, you can tell like she's really reserved, she's laid back, like she's down to do whatever makes him happy. So that's really good. That was a cute scene to see Stevie, like, seems like he's really like with somebody that he takes seriously. I felt like with Mimi and Jocelyn, he didn't take them serious. Like, he just felt like they were, I guess it was a game, like it wasn't serious for him, so he didn't really care. But with Faith, that's his girl. Like, he really does care about her and love her. I do see that. It's like he feels like he has a woman by his side that he really cares about, and he's not willing to lose. So he seems like he's a good guy with her, but in the past, the good guy thing was not true. Oh, and then to get to Spice and Tokyo. Spice and Tokyo are Spice is doing her rapping thing on stage, and she brings up Tokyo, and Tokyo's dancing. It's a real cute scene. They just bring up the past of how, you know, they had their falling out, but everything's cool or whatever, and they good. So that was real cute. And when they were in this club, a producer came and was talking to Spice, and it put Spice in a mood. Now she feels like she has to change her appearance, and she's not good enough for America. She feel like America doesn't appreciate dark-skinned women, and she got a lot more into that, so I'm not gonna really touch on that in this episode, because I'm a brown-skinned woman, and I mean, I get, me and her the same complexion, so I get where she coming from about the skin darkening and not feeling like she's, you know, good enough here, or, you know, in Jamaica they lighten their skin and they feel like that's what they're supposed to be doing. So, you know, Mimi meets up with the girls. I think it was Erica. It was Erica. Was it Erica, Carly Red, and Mimi? Was Carly Red there? I'm not sure, but I know Erica and Mimi were there. And she tells the girls about everything that happened. They played the 911 call, and she sounds scared. She did really good though. Like, I would have been all over the place, but she did really well, consoling her daughter and saying everything was gonna be okay. Like, that was crazy. And she was saying that her girlfriend is in Israel. She's playing basketball overseas. And I was just like, man, that is crazy. Like, somebody trying to steal a car and they shooting at her. Like, just go. They saw you go. I just don't understand that at all. Like, just go. But she was talking to Rashida and Erica. I'm so glad to see Erica back and being a part of the show, because she's the realest. She gives that real advice where, you know, it's coming from her heart. She's not just telling you something for TV. I can tell she like a real girl. So they was just saying, you know, she said she felt so bad, but it was like the best thing you should have been doing. Rashida was like, you should go in the house. You shouldn't be trying to go out there and do nothing. Like, you did exactly what you needed to do. It was crazy. And Stevie, he was upset because she didn't tell him about it. But it's just like, I think she said it in this one of the confessionals. She was just like, I tell you, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're not even here. You're in LA. We're in Atlanta. I tell you what, then what are you gonna do about it? Like, what's gonna change? Tell me, what's gonna change? But then next scene is Scrap. Scrap's in the halfway house. He got released from prison, but he had to go to the halfway house. He's working. He's doing the little work thing. Halfway house, they call him. He actually, he can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Like, my nose stopped up and everything, but yeah. He Scrap. He was in the halfway house. He wanted to go visit family, but he had nobody. His close family, he couldn't find anybody that doesn't have a record. He can't be around people or stay in the home of people who have a record. So he has to stay in the halfway house until he can find somebody who doesn't have a record. His mama, his brother, the people close to him have a record. I mean, if he was with Tommy, Tommy got a record too. So she's his girlfriend. He still wouldn't have been able to get out if they were still dating, which was crazy. The fact that nobody in his immediate family or close to him that he knew of had a clean record, and it's just like, yo, that's like sad and crazy. That, I mean, it's like a generational thing. Like, your mama did it, your brother doing it. Everybody has records, and you can't even stay at their home right now while you're on probation. Yeah, that was crazy. But y'all, Mama D. Mama D is so good for TV. Like, she is great for television. People can say what they want to say about Mama D, but she was born to be on reality TV and to be crazy. Like, I really would like to see them do a dating show for Mama D. I would watch it. I would. I know how crazy it sounds. She an older woman. She always doing this crazy stuff. But I will watch it. I will watch a Mama D dating reality TV show. So I'm putting that out there, VH1. I'm a small YouTuber. So if you stole this idea from me, nobody would ever know. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. But to see Mama D in that Fashion Nova outfit on top of that stage, I said, Grandma, no, Grandma, you can't be. If that was my grandma, I would hype her up. But I swear I would be talking about her behind her back. Legit, like, y'all know my grandma ain't got no sense, and y'all know Grandma wear those Fashion Nova outfits. Y'all know it. But she was on that stage, and then it was an old woman stripper. It looked like a hole in the wall club. It was just a mess. I mean, it was a mess. And then she get up and say, you know, it's her birthday. And then she started talking about how the BAM is in there and her son Scrappy is in there. And I'm like, really? She get off the stage, off the bar, off the whatever, in her Fashion Nova outfit, y'all. This Fashion Nova outfit. They need to do a Fashion Nova senior edition. And I mean, it still can be club clothes or whatever, but some of the stuff that it can be a little more conservative. So, as I said before, to VH1, Fashion Nova, I'm a small YouTuber. I got a lot of ideas. So if you stole this, nobody would know, but I would. So give me a little bit of credit when you do the Fashion Nova Senior Citizens. Thank you. Anyway. Anyway, y'all, I have a serious face, but I really be joking. Like, I'm really joking. Well, with my ideas, I'm for real, but my sense of humor is really dry, so pardon me. But anyway, she get down off the bar, and she's talking to KK, her other senior citizen home girl. Like, I feel like her and KK are perfect together. Them finding KK was perfect. Another hood grandma chick, like a hood grandma that'll be out here fighting people. I mean, her and Mama D are perfect, made for reality TV. This group, they can have their own show, like how Shakana. Speaking of Shakana, she'll be in the next episode. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about episode 2 on here. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm gonna talk about episode 2, then I'm gonna do another video with episode 3. But anyway, they can do a video, not a video, I'm sorry, a show with Mama D and KK, and they can get in some trouble, and I will laugh. So, VH1, you heard it here first. Thank you. But she was talking about how the Bam and Scrappy didn't come out for her. But then when she sit down and talked to KK, she was like, you know, Scrappy is staying at the house with me, and Bambi is staying there, and his mama is there too. But she pretty much said that they were staying there and Bambi was about to go in labor. So you would want her to be at your ratchet hood rat friends party? That's what you want? She's about to go in labor, and Scrappy, he just got in an accident, so I'm confused. I'm confused, Mama D. They couldn't be there. And you shouting them out like being shady when they couldn't be there? Oh, okay. Whatever floats your boat. And you can tell by Mama D's conversation that they just don't get along. They don't get along. Mama D and what's her name? Cece? BB? I don't know what baby mama name, but they don't get along, and you can tell in that conversation. And you also have KK telling Mama D about Scrap getting out of jail, and they had that conversation, and whatever. It really wasn't nothing. Carly Red, my old mama, but she looked good. People can call her old all they want, but she looked good. She does herself good. The work she had done, she did good. She looked nice, but she engaged. I mean, from what we know from watching the show, us consumers of VH1, this has to be, it's 8 seasons. She done had a different man every season. So this is her 8th man as far as Love and Hip Hop go. Well, was Caesar included on the season? She dated Caesar too. So I don't know. But this is her 20th, 30th man. And if she old, as people say, Cardi, you know, she's all around the way girl. But that's fine. Cool. I'm not judging you. I'm just... Okay, but Carly, like I said, I'm not judging you, sis. I'm just saying, like, you know, people who watch it, we just seeing that it's a cycle here. I mean, but you're cute, though. You're cute, mama. I see why the men love you. And then Jock said, you know, them last season, that thing you did with your feet, he was in love. So I feel him. I feel him 100%. Lord. Eva and Stevie, he decides, you know, he want to ask Eva if she wants to stay with him. They take her to dinner. Him and Faith, they take Eva to dinner, and she pretty much is, you know, sitting at the table, and she's just eating, and she's like, he was like, you remember Faith? And she's like, yeah, I remember her. And he's like, well, we're married. And she did this face like, what? Like, what's going on? So you can tell though she's a little girl, and she listens to grown folks' business, because he was like, you know, you want to stay with daddy? And he was just like, she was just like, you gotta ask the person who raised me. I was like, sis, tell him. She was like, you have to ask the person who raised me, my mama. So, you know, Mimi be like, I take care of you, I raise you. Or she be talking to her friends like, I do everything for her and he doesn't do anything. But Faith was just there, and she was real like sitting back, just seeing how Eva was gonna be. But when Eva made that face, she was just kind of like, what's that face for? Is that good or bad? And she was like, it's good. It's like, Eva, that face was not a good face. You was being shady. But yeah, it was like that. And then she went back home and she told her mama that her daddy asked her to stay there, and she met his wife. And Mimi was mad. She was big mad. She was all in the confessionals doing all this and not, well, you know how they all do in the confessional, just a lot of hand movement and angriness, just angriness. So she was all here and upset and loud, like Stevie J said. And he was like, her voice, it's loud. It was so funny. But she was upset because he was supposed to let her meet Faith first, and then they was supposed to tell Eva together that he was married, which I still don't understand none of that. I could care less. We do not have to tell. Me and my baby daddy don't have to tell nobody nothing together. Co-parenting or not, we can co-parent to a point, and that's not something that me and him need to sit down and tell our kid that he's married to somebody. I could care less. And even if he did let the child, if my child was to meet my ex's new wife, girlfriend, whatever, before I did, I wouldn't have no problem with it. I would just want to meet her. I would like to meet her and see, you know, I would just like to fill her out, see what kind of person she is. But as far as it being like, we were supposed to do it together, and it's like, no, that's not how it go. Like, that's real cute. That's real TV like, oh, we supposed to co-parent this way. That's not how it goes. Like, he lets you meet her. Just meet her. And you know how Stevie is. You still expecting all this from this man when you know what kind of dude he is. Like, that's not going to work. The good guy is not going to do what you want him to do. He might do what Faith want him to do. Maybe. I don't know. But he just, no. That's just not what he coming with it. So, no, sis. You're too upset for nothing. Like, calm it down, okay? Just calm it down. Like, she was just really upset. And it's just like, that's not realistic. He told her without you. So what? You weren't involved in him getting married to Faith. So why would you sit down with him to tell her that her daddy is married? And I don't understand why that would affect her to the point where you guys need to have a sit down and say, okay, me and daddy want to tell you something. He's married. That's real dramatic. It's real dramatic for no reason at all. And she did not need it. Okay, Spice is all about this look, and she's talking about, you know, going to get her skin bleached, and she wanted to go to a doctor and get it bleached, because she's like, people do it all the time. Like, people do it all the time. And people in Jamaica, they talk about it. They actually have a conversation, and they will tell you they're bleaching their skin. But she said here in America, they talk about your skin complexion, but they won't tell you that, oh yeah, I did go and get my skin bleached. I did do this, I did do that. So she's right here. People, you see them getting lighter and lighter. You see girls come out and you like, yo, I could have sworn she was like more brown. Like, I could have sworn, like, not dark skin, but she was a lot more brown than that. Like, but now year round, because I understand in the summertime and in the wintertime it's different. You lighten up in the wintertime and you get dark in the summer. I get it 100%. But those girls, now they like light, and you just like, man. Cause like, I love making good, and it could just be me just looking at it funny, but I could have sworn she was darker than what she is now. Like, she was never like a dark skinned girl, but she was darker than what she is now. Like, you see a lot of people and their skin is just lightening up, and I can't stand it. Like, because you got people out here that, like me, I can't afford to go nowhere, and I don't want to have to afford to go nowhere to bleach my skin, get my skin changed. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing. It's just crazy. It's sad that we just can't love our dark skin, and you have black men that talk about our dark skin too, about how, oh, I don't like dark butts, or I don't like this and that. And it's just like, you don't have to be disrespectful. That's another video for another day. But don't be disrespectful. it on the colorism thing, because I can go on and on about that, but I will make a video on how I feel about the colorism and people in our own culture talking about the color of our skin. And Spice, she talks to her kids on FaceTime. I did not know I just did not know she had kids. I didn't know she had children. I had no idea that she had children. She said she has she has kids in Jamaica, and she's just, trying to make it over here, and she feels bad because they're wondering why she's gone, and she really wants to make it. And I'm just like, yo, that gotta be hard. Like, you're trying to follow a dream, you have to leave your kids there. But I'm thinking, like, she's doing fairly well in America. I wonder why she didn't bring them, and maybe she can't afford a nanny, but maybe, bring her kids from Jamaica and bring them here while she's here. But I'm sure she goes back and forth, because I'm sure her career is doing better in Jamaica than it is here. Because as a Jamaican artist, it's hard to do well over here, because I listen to Jamaican music because of my stepdad. Like, other than that, I don't know how I would have been introduced to it if he didn't listen to it, because my mama just listens to R&B and stuff. So I don't know, but Jamaican music it has to be more poppy for us to really, gravitate to it. I mean, Bob Marley, people liked him, but I'm not even sure how we even got introduced to him, because I'm not of that, era of Bob Marley era reggae music. But I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be difficult for her to cross over here anyway in America with reggae music, and as thick as her Jamaican tongue is, like, yeah, sometimes when she's talking, I don't even understand. Like, even when she's on Instagram, I'm just like, yo, I don't know what she be talking about, because she typed in her Jamaican accent, and I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. So she says she's gonna change her look, and she decides to go to the doctor to try to get it changed. I might be jumping around, so I might be like jumping from here to there, but I'm sorry. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can keep up and y'all can communicate with me. You feel me? Alright. But yeah, she goes to the doctor, and the doctor is telling her, well, if this is something you really want to do, you're gonna have to get, a psych eval. And she says we're gonna have to do a psych eval on you, and we're gonna have to make sure that's something you really want to do, because it's dangerous. But she was like, yeah, it's dangerous, but a lot of people do it. And the doctor's like, yeah, I know, but there are a lot of dangers to doing something like this. There are a lot of things that can go wrong. So with anybody, I would tell them that they would need an evaluation before they do something like this. But Spice is all mad and doing too much for TV. Okay, sis. You have to, when you want to do things drastically like this, I'm sure they do have people go get evaluations just to make sure it's something you want to undergo. So I guess she couldn't do that, so she decided to cake on white makeup. She has a video shoot. She's doing this video shoot. Carly walks in. She's like, whoa. I wasn't expecting to see white Spice. It's not funny because it's really coming from a hurt place. She's coming from a real hurt place. But seeing her with that makeup caked up on, and you're just like, girl, you look crazy. You look like you got makeup caked on your face. You got on white face. But she was she had on her white face or whatever, and she had on her white face. I'm gonna stop laughing. But she had on her white face, and Carly was just like, whoa, like you could see it in her face, like she was thrown off. She was just like, oh, okay. And Spice explained, the reason for it, because the song she was doing, it was based around, her dark skin and how hard it is for her or whatever. So the song, I listened to some of it on the show, and it was a cool song. Like, it had a message, but it was so funny. And Carly was just like, "Oh, okay, girl, all right, But when Mimi and Rashida walk in, yeah, when I say it was so funny, it was so funny. It was so funny. Like, I'm not laughing because, like I said, it's coming from a serious place. But I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. I deal with serious things with laughter. I do not take it completely serious. I take it seriously to the point I get the message, but I still can laugh. I can laugh at the pain. I can. My pain, your pain. I can laugh at anybody's pain. But it was just the way that when Rashida and Mimi came, and Rashida was speaking before I guess she even really saw Spice, and she was like, hey, how you? That's how her face changed, like from hey girl, hey, to where are we again? What's Mimi? I see Carly. Like, it's like she was like, I see Carly here, but what's happening? And they come and they're talking in the confessional. Mimi, she made me mad. She made me mad because she was like, she doesn't understand that I'm a black woman and I'm raising a black child. And it's like, you're raising a black child, but you're not raising a dark-skinned child. And that's what she's trying to get you to understand. You're raising a light-skinned black child, but you're not raising a dark-skinned black child. And that's what the difference is. That's what she's trying to explain to you. And then Spice was saying, well, you got your boobs done. You couldn't love yourself. And Mimi's like, that's not the same. And that's not the same. Blah, blah, blah. And yada, yada, yada. And it's like, for you to not be her friend enough to be able to say, okay, this is coming from a place of hurt. And I don't understand why you doing this, or I don't understand the white face part of it. I don't understand it because I am. It's like you black people want people like white people to see their white privilege. I need you to see your light-skinned privilege. Like, it's different. It's different. I have never heard anybody say, nah, and I'm lying. I have had people say in my life that they don't date light-skinned girls. I have, but I've never seen anybody publicly say I don't like light-skinned girls. So publicly, I've never seen it. I've never seen anybody say, nah, I ain't dating no light-skinned girl. Nah, I don't want no red bone. Like, you don't never hear that. So it's like she couldn't see where Spice was coming from. It's like we look different. Yeah, we're both black. Yeah, we're of black descent, but I'm of African descent. But yeah, we're both of African descent, but I'm a darker version of what you are, and you may get different things because you're lighter. You're lighter than me, and it's like she couldn't understand it, and it annoyed me. And she walked off, and they was like "F you" and the "F you" bombs, and it ended there. But I just felt like being of brown skin, I personally, because of media and stuff like that, I have felt as a dark skinned girl like, oh, I can't do this and that because I'm not lighter. But I felt what Spice was coming from. I get the message she was trying to portray, but you gotta have friends around you that, they TV friends, because on all these shows, they always say, I ain't saw my girls in so long. Yeah, because y'all wasn't filming. Where your real friends at? Period. Where are they? So, you hear baby crying. Sorry. But, yeah, that was episode 1. We can jump on into 2. Okay, we're gonna get into episode 2. Episode 2 is Unfriended. In the beginning of that one, you got Shekinah Joe. Shekinah Joe, everybody know that's Tiny Ratchet, her friend, because everybody know Tiny Ratchet. But Shekinah was like a step up from Ratchet, from what Tiny was. And she was interviewing Kurt and Rashida, and she was just saying how she admired that Rashida stayed with her man and they building businesses together. And Kurt was talking about, yeah, he had a lot of angry black women in his DMs or some crap like that. And it's like, yeah, because you kept doing her dirty. But my thing is, if she ain't that mad, I'm not going to be that mad. Like, that's what I hate. Like, don't go to war for me that I'm not ready to go to for myself. I don't want to go to war. Sometimes you need people like that in your life, but you being, somebody just watching the show, we don't really know these people. We cussing out Kurt and she taking him back. That's not what I'm doing. Like, with the Rihanna and Chris Brown thing, she got back with Chris Brown after the fact, but you still have people bringing up what he did to her. Sis ain't mad no more like that. She's forgiving him. We must forgive him too. Like, we don't even know her that much to be that upset. So it's just like, calm down. Like, if she want to stay with him, that's her business. Obviously, that's what she wanted and that's what she did, and it ain't nothing nobody can do about it. But do like Shekinah and say, girl, you done been through a lot, but I admire you for being that strong to keep staying with him after everything he done did. And they said they've been married for 19 years. So either they got married young or they super old. I don't know. Because that's a long time to be married. Like, I don't think they're old. I think they got married young. Because Rashida, in the old picture she got with her, she looks super young. So it gotta be that, it just gotta be that they got married young. And they were saying that it wasn't really gonna do nothing this year. They just wanted to have like a dinner with all the kids. And Rashida said all the kids. So she wanted to do something. And they were gonna invite little Candy. That's the baby that what they was calling the babies one time? Break baby. That was the break baby that he had on her, which I don't think he was a break baby. She really was like, they was sleeping together when him and Rashida was together. So she was his side chick, so he had a side baby. Because I don't think they ever took a break that Rashida knew of. Kurt took a break, but Rashida didn't take one. We got Mimi. Mimi's still mad, y'all. She's still mad about Eva and me and Faith and, just regular stuff that people do. If y'all ain't together, y'all barely co-parent, and it's just like he done left and he come every once in a while to see his kid. Why do you expect this fairy tale co-parenting where it's like every major event, Stevie, we're gonna talk to our daughter about it. We're not gonna do it separately. That's not realistic, and you too old to think that that's how things are gonna work out when you know who Stevie J is. You know who Stevie J is. Like, at this point you should, and if you don't, it's because you don't want to see it for yourself. So what are you doing, sis? Like, stop. But she's still mad, but whatever. She gonna stay mad. Scrap. So we had Scrap. Scrap still in the halfway house, but he got a job. Because the halfway house, they help people, well, like he did say in the first episode that they help transition to the real world. He did air quotes, which is good. Because him and his whole family, they need to learn how to transition to the real world. Because I think his mom was scamming. I hope she ain't scamming no more. But I know she was boosting or something. I don't know if she was boosting, but I heard she was scamming. I ain't the one to gossip, but the street said she was a scammer. I don't know. Don't tell nobody I told you though. Scrap was talking about meeting his dad. He was like, he didn't know who his dad was. What? Huh? Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry, my little boy, he decided that he wanted to knock on the door. But he realized that he had a sister that he didn't know anything about. And he just found out about it and he was able to go stay with her. So she came to pick him up from the halfway house, and it was this weird exchange that I was like, no, this ain't his sister. If KK introduced him, KK lying. This ain't his sister. Because he looked at her, he hugged her, and he looked at her and he was like, you sure you my sister? Like, really? Like, for one, that's weird. Like, that's weird. If I am your sister, I don't want my brother like, ooh, she thick. Like, look at her. Like, no. I like my brother to hype me up. Like, okay, sis, you look cute. But he was looking like, are you sure? Like, we can't get something popping. There's like, that ain't his sister. It's not. I don't believe it. I don't care what they say. But like I said, the streets was talking, and I ain't the one to gossip. But they said that KK was scamming. So if she was scamming, then I'm sure she done scammed these people in this halfway house, telling them that this is boy's sister when she ain't. I ain't mad at it. Do what you gotta do, mom, to get your son to be staying at home instead of in the halfway house. He should be thankful for you. Not for the things you done taught him as an adult or as a child, but hey, you do what you gotta do. So I ain't mad at it. And then when she took him home, they was talking about the daddy, and KK was like, she thought he was dead. She didn't know he was alive. She didn't know. Then she found out not too long ago. Well, she didn't really tell him how long she had found out that he had been living. She just said she found out that he had a sister that she didn't know anything about. And she said that she found out about the sister, and the sister was, a product of him cheating on her when they were together. So that's all she really knew. She didn't know where he was at. She didn't know. She found out he was in jail. She found out that, and the sister was like, yeah, he had a stroke in jail, but she said, I did communicate with him. Like, when he was away, I would communicate with him. So KK seemed like she was a little salty about that. She was salty about him communicating with his daughter, but not having really any interaction with, his son. But I mean, that it is what it is. A meeting was set up for Scrap to meet his dad, and the dad came into the house, and he was talking real slow, and he was like, I can't talk. And Scrap was like, you can't talk? Like, what you mean you talking now? Like, I feel like that's what he wanted to say, but he was upset. You could tell he was just like, man. And he was like, you can't talk. And his daddy was like, yeah, I can't really say what I want to say to you. And I'm just thinking, I get he had a stroke, I get it, and I can tell like his words are slurred, but I mean, maybe because I don't know a lot about a stroke, but he was saying he couldn't talk, but it seemed like he was talking well. It was just slow. Like, he was just talking slow. So I feel like him saying he couldn't talk wasn't a good enough excuse for me. Like, what you mean you can't talk? Like, you're talking now, and I'm not asking you to have I mean, I don't know what he thinks Scrap expecting from him. Just because Scrap was like, he was like, I can write it to you. Scrap said, okay, I can read very well. So that scene, it annoyed me, because it's like, you making up excuses. For one, you making up excuses talking about you can't talk, but you sitting right here talking to me. Like, I understand if, for a while it's been rehab, maybe that's what he was saying, like, I couldn't talk. I couldn't really say anything then. So maybe that's why I got crossed up. He was saying that I couldn't talk, but now I can. So he was like, I could have wrote you, and that's when Scrap was like, I can read very well. Because now it's just like, bro, you talking. So I'm confused. Like, I don't know. And Scrap got mad. He walked off. He was just upset, because he was just like, this man didn't even try with me. He didn't try at all. So he walked out, and his brother came and got him. And you know, he was talking to him to get him to go back inside, and Scrap ended up going back. And then this is where his daddy messed up again. Telling him he loved him. Like, I get he probably loves him. I'm not saying he don't love him. It's just that that's not something you want to hear from somebody who ain't been in your life, who ain't even made, even made an effort to be in your life. Like, I don't want to hear that. What you mean? You love me? And like, that's what Scrap. You love me? Like, I just felt like he was just like, yo, you don't love me. You don't even know me. So I was just like, bro, you messed up on that one, because I would have went off on him. Like, you love me. You didn't love me enough to reach out to me. You didn't love me enough to try to find my mama. You didn't love me enough, because he was just like, she didn't tell me. She didn't. And KK just sitting in the back looking stupid, because she probably knew this man was alive the whole time. She's just one of those people to be like, it's I think it was a meme going around, and the girl was like, stop telling people, or it was a boy, she was like, stop telling people I'm dead. And he was like, you're dead to me. So that's what I feel like it was. Like, he cheated on her, because she did end up telling Scrap that the daddy cheated on her or whatever. And it was upset. She was upset about it, you could tell. But yeah, yeah, that scene, it was just like, yo, don't say, maybe I'm down the line, or maybe you can explain your love for him, and what you've tried to do, or I don't know, just him telling him he loved him in that setting. It was just weird for me. And it was just like, if he wanted to go off on you, he had every right to go off on you, to go for your neck, because I just don't feel like that was something he should have said to him. Carly Red in season 8, man. I don't know his name. I feel like I saw him somewhere, but I don't know his name. So he's season 8. So season 8, he seemed like he in love. I mean, but don't everybody seem like they in love with Carly Red? No, Jock wasn't. I think Life was in love. Life was in love. I can't think of nobody else. Jock, Life. This dude. Was it some other people? I don't know. But this man's still season 8, man. Because I don't know. But yeah, he was all in love, and he was just talking to her. They had a little cute exchange. Like, I hope it is real, because they were cute. Like, that little scene was super cute. It was, and she was telling him about Spice, and how Spice, was in her feelings about her skin, and he gave her some good advice about, how she shouldn't take that to heart, and she shouldn't try to change herself because of that. It was real cute. Like, it really looked genuine. I don't know. Carly, an actress. She was on the Scream Queens, the little reality show on MTV or VH1. So I don't know. He could be acting with her. I don't know, but it was a really cute scene, and I really enjoyed like seeing them together. Spice was talking about the color in the States and how she feels about in America. She was talking about with her friends in the studio, and she was telling them, I get what y'all saying. They was telling her they don't think that's something she should do, but she was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my skin complexion. So they were just like, what can we say, sis? We back to Mimi and Stevie. Mimi's still mad. She's still mad, y'all. She's still mad. She's still yelling in the confessional. She's upset. Okay? She's mad. She's mad. She's big mad. In her white dress. She looked cute in the confessional, though. While I'm talking junk. Stevie came to the house, and she was yelling about, asking Eva to stay with him. I mean, everything I already talked about. She was mad about it. She was yelling. He was looking at her like, in the confessional, he was like, I would understand if she was mad. I didn't propose to her. I proposed to another woman. I got another wife, not her. I would understand if I was in her shoes. Like, he was pretty much playing her, pretty much saying she was jealous, which she I hope she's not jealous, but she doing a lot and it's weird. But he was like, well, you know, no, she said, well, can you set that up, or would I have to send her smoke signals or something like that? And he was like, he said, yeah, cause something about her finger waves, like. And she got mad at him, and she was just like, you always joking. You always joking about stuff when it should be serious, but it's like, no, this should not be serious. He should have said something about your finger waves because you was doing too much. You was too hyped. You was too hyped. Like, calm down, Mimi. You're doing a lot. Then they introduced this woman named Poe. I don't know. She looked like LaToya Jackson to me though, so I get LaToya Jackson vibe from her. I guess like she ain't as botched as LaToya Jackson, but hey, she close to it. The blonde hair, even in her face, she remind me of LaToya Jackson. And cause I think it was Erica, Mimi, and Sierra. They were all at her house, and they were having like this sleepover thing, and she was talking about her husband. I think her husband was there, and then he left, and they end up talking about her husband being some producer or somebody he is, but they both do. They have an open marriage or whatever that is. I don't understand it. Then Sierra is talking about BK. She talks about BK and how I look high. I'm not high, y'all. I don't even smoke weed, which is that's a story time, which is crazy. But I'm not high. I'm just tired. It's like 10 and I'm old. I get sleepy fast, but yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna do better. Yeah, my weave get a little tangled, but it's cute. Oh, and if y'all care about my hair, it's the Lindsay wig. This was one of my wigs I got from Divatress. I probably can, do something to it, make it cute. I can do more to it, but yeah. I can do a review on it if you want me to, because I done wore a couple times. So yeah. But anyway, let me get back to Pooh LaToya. She's upset about not getting invited to the engagement party for Carly, because she was like, Carly and her were like besties. They were best friends, and now I haven't heard anything from her. Stevie and Faith, they were talking about everything that was going on, and pretty much Stevie ended up saying that Mimi was mad because Mimi didn't know about him getting married, her meeting Faith, and Faith was like, I understand. She was being real understanding, like she's a real stand-up woman, because she was just kind of like, oh, okay. She was like, I understand that she's upset. Like, you don't communicate like you should to her. So she was really like, that was a nice scene. You could tell she was mature. I feel like it's something he's not used to. He's used to the games, but you can tell she's laid back. She's cool, and she's like, let's woo side out. Let's talk about it. Let's get it together. But that's when he said, she wants to meet you, and she was like, ooh, meet me? Okay, all right. But she was cool with it. She was like, okay, that's cool. Then we go to the scene with Sierra, I guess, pressing down the lace on Carly's wig, which that would, I mean, I don't have a lot of dollars. What? Go away. Y'all see what I go through? What? No. Yeah, Sierra is doing Carly Roy wig, and that's what I hate. I'm not gonna get upset because I was about to cuss. I'm trying not to, because I'm scared my mom or somebody from her church. Somebody gonna watch this. But it aggravates me when they do fake hair scenes and fake this and that. Don't fake it. Just have people come and sit down. Go eat lunch like Kardashians do. All they do is eat lunch all the time. Why can't y'all just go eat lunch? Because she was not doing her hair. Sierra, if you was doing her hair, that's not good advertising, because that wig was ugly. It was a really ugly wig. I mean, like the lace was like, for one, it was all the way down here. And then it was just, I mean, where's Eric and Tay when you need him? Where is he? He needs to help them. So I don't understand. And Sierra brings up the issue with Pooh, aka Latoya Jackson, and why her and Carly aren't friends anymore. She was just like, Pooh was talking about how you weren't friends, and Carly was like, yeah, that's not the life I want to live anymore. Like, she is too touchy-feely with my friends. She like to do whatever she want to do. She like to be with other people. That's not where I'm at right now. No, I'm not doing it. And Sierra, I'm lost. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm lost when I explain this. Sierra was like, oh, now that you say that, I see it now. So her saying when y'all was at the, was they eating? Was they in another room? I'm always missing stuff, so I could have missed it. And if I did, I apologize. I make mistakes often. But weren't Mimi, Sierra, and somebody else, who was it? Who was the other person? Erica. Mimi, Sierra, and Erica at her house when she was saying how, she does step out, she does do her own thing. And did she say that in the confessional? Like, did she say that somewhere else? I thought she said it at the sleepover, but I could have been wrong. Like, I don't know. But she was like, yeah, now that you say that, sis, you were there. She told you. And if she didn't, I apologize. Okay. But I could have sworn she said that. I don't know. It was weird. So, Scrap's still mad about his daddy because he just like, yo, for one, I know I had a sister, I got a daddy. My daddy was dead. My mama knew something. How long has it been since you knew he was alive? She talking about 3 years. I mean, what do you want from me? I mean, Mama, I want you to tell me my daddy was alive 3 years ago when you called me in jail, or I don't know, but you could have told me that I had a daddy. He was here. I know I had a daddy. I thought I was dead. So I'm like, whatever. But she was just like being defensive and doing a lot for the camera. Camera time make you do anything. You hear me? That's when KK told him that, that she pretty much was saying that they planned a baby. She said she wanted a baby. She said she wanted a baby and he was okay with it. They had a baby and she came to the house. He had another woman in there. He was cheating on her. She left. That was that. She left. And then she heard he was in jail. And then whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I don't. And Rashida and Kurt, they talking about they not gonna say it's been easy. Obviously, you cannot. If you do say it's been easy, we gonna come for your neck. Period. Like, what are you doing? Whoa. Shut up. We all know it's not been easy for you, Rashida. You and Kurt, we know it's been really hard. Like, we know to be living with a dude that just keep cheating on you every chance he get. I mean, he trash. Like, he's your trash. He's your man. That's your boo. He's your trash. You feel me? What I say, it really don't matter. It's just my opinion. Because he may be a great man with you. I don't know what he is. On Love and Hip Hop, he's trash. I'm going off of what I see. So they have the kids there. Cannon comes in with Kurt's daughter. And he has a phone in his hand and Rashida's trying to like grab it and she's like trying to talk to him, but he's ignoring her. He's on the phone. He's doing what kids do. He's on the phone. And he's doing his little own thing, but it was real cute. He kept saying no, and she was like, he got on it. She saw his little pull up on, and she was like, he got a pull up on, and she was like, he's 2 years old. It's time for him to get out of those pull ups and not around here. And I'm just like, and Kurt's like, yeah, he gotta be potty trained. Like, we gonna have to train him, right? We gonna have to train him. And then they was talking about how the mama. He usually with his grandma because his mama just be partying. She be using the money to party. And I'm just like, her partying and him being with the grandma, I don't know. I don't know what that is. But him not being potty trained at 2, I hope they weren't trying to correlate that to her being a bad mom because he wasn't potty trained at 2. Like, things are different in other people's home. Just like you, Rashida, you keep dealing with a man who keep cheating on you. In some people's home, they not dealing with that. So I'm gonna need you to look at this potty training the same way people look at you. You still potty training a grown man. You feel me? You're still potty training him. And he, I don't know how old, 50, 52. He old. So people they don't approve of you a potty training an older man. So I'm gonna need you to have a lot more patience with a 2-year-old that ain't potty trained yet. Thank you. Okay. And Stevie and Faith, they at dinner, they talking. Stevie's just talking about how he hope everything's gonna go well and how everybody's gonna be happy. They gonna come to LA and blah blah blah. And Faith just sitting there like, oh, whatever, cool. Yeah, Stevie, all right. But then maybe walk in all aggressively. I don't like it. I just don't like. I don't know if they told her like, okay, scene, walk in aggressively. I don't know what that was. It annoyed me. So she walks in all aggressively, and I mean, Faith is looking like, okay, sis, you're doing a lot, but you know, I'm mature. I'm a mature woman. I'm gonna let you walk in here real hard. I'm sure it's nothing. Whatever. So she walk in, she says hi. It's still aggressive, whatever. But they start talking about the issues and about, you know, him trying to get Eva to move with him and just everything going on. And he's talking about how, you know, she didn't tell him, blah, blah. And Faith is trying to get him to see that he doesn't communicate. He'll say he's going to do something, but he doesn't do it. She's just trying to get him to understand that he's not communicating the way he should. And he does need to come see Eva more often. And, you know, he felt like he was being ganged upon. And she was like, you know, let's just dial it back. You know, get it together. You're getting upset. You don't need to. So she was very mature about that. Like, she did really good on that. But that negative energy that Mimi was bringing in, I wasn't feeling that at all because Mimi came in just like Faith owed her something. Faith don't owe you nothing. Faith married this man. I'm sure Faith wouldn't have been like, you know what? Hold this proposal. Let's go tell Mimi. I think it's best. It's best to tell Mimi. Don't you think? Like, no. Like, wait. Don't ask Eva those questions. Because it's best that we tell Mimi. Like, no, sis. We're not. Oh, finger wave head ass. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Faith was just like, you know, she didn't know. She didn't know, you know, about the things he was going to say to Eva. He didn't know that she didn't know. She didn't know. Like I said, Faith's just not like, you know, before we make this decision today, did you co-parent with your 11th baby mom? Was she the one that you decided to tell? Did you speak to number 11? No, sis, that's not how it works. So, Pooh, Latoya Jackson, decided to go to Carly's store. And Carly, she's like, you know, I didn't get an invite to the bridal shower. No, I made that up. It's not a bridal shower. To the engagement party. She was like, I didn't get an invite. And Carly's like, you know, sis, you're not the type of people I want in my space anymore. Like, I don't want you around. So, she says, well, what did she say to her? I forgot. She's telling her she doesn't want her in that space anymore. And then Carly's like, she said something about not seeing her store. She hasn't been invited. And Carly's like, I've had this store for like 3 years. You never came. Pretty much calling her a clout chaser. She pretty much said, you looking for clout. You just want to be here. But then they get on how they had threesomes. And she was doing some tossing of the salads with Carly. Which if she did, that's nasty. That's disgusting. Booty eating things with somebody you really, really love. Booty eating things ain't for everybody. I'm sure when Kevin Gates said that, he didn't mean anybody booty you want to eat, go eat it. I'm sure Kevin Gates didn't feel that way. So I'm gonna need him to come out and make a statement and clarify that booty eating is for real, secure, happy, monogamous relationships. Okay? I'm just disgusted by it. Then it was like they would want to fight each other. Two old broads getting into it. I mean, old broads of Housewives. Oh, this ain't Housewives. Of Love and Hip Hop. Put her, Latoya Jackson, Carly, Mama D, KK, and CC. I don't know if her name is CC, BB, PB. I don't know what baby mama name is, but baby mama, I think it's CC. Yeah. Put them all on the show. And hey, I don't know. My grandma might watch it. My grandma like reality TV like me, so I'm sure she gonna talk junk about them. She gonna talk about them bad, but hey, I'm sure it'll be good for TV because older people like ratchet stuff too. So, but that's all I got, y'all. Okay, see you guys in the next video and continue to support me. Thank you. Cause we're trying to make it. I just want to get 1,000. You feel me? That's it. And I'm good. But good night.